All right. Well, thanks everyone for joining me again on Streaming Synergy. And today I have guest SoulOveride. How's it going, man?
Pretty good. How you doing? Thanks
I'm
for
doing
having me.
pretty good. Yeah, no problem. With this, I figured everybody could get to know you a little bit better. I have some questions here for you.
Okay.
So let's get right into it. How long have you been streaming for, man?
I started in August of 2019,
Yeah.
so not very long.
Where did you start out on?
I started out on Twitch streaming World of Warcraft Classic when it came out. I'd played
Oh,
it back in the
nice.
day, and I knew I wanted to play it. I figured I would stream it.
Yeah, right on, man. So, what made you even decide to start streaming? Like, hit that start button? Did you have like
Uh,
other streamers you were watching beforehand that inspired you, or did you just jump right into it?
oh yeah, I've enjoyed watching streamers. There's plenty of them out there that I've enjoyed, and I've taken a few styles from them when I came into my streaming with their setup with the green screen behind me and things like that. Sequisha is one of them on his setup. I really enjoyed him. He plays more first person shooter games, but was also getting into WoW Classic at the time. So, but I took a lot of his style on things and a few others and put them into my own, basically.
Yeah, nice, man. I mean, from everything I've seen, it looks like your setup's pretty good, and you know what you're doing there, so that's definitely good.
I don't
Looks
know
like
if
you
I
did a
know what
little bit
I'm
of
doing,
research.
but it's something.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
So you started off on Twitch. What made you decide to try out Mixer?
Um, Really, actually, I don't really know. It was more, I was just on over there, and then I came over here and, started checking it out, and then started realizing that the, people that I was even just talking to, the streamers, the community, the people that were interacting were just, like, really nice, and it just seemed like a better community to me. So,
Yeah,
it kind of seemed more welcoming than Twitch was.
yeah. Honestly, that's pretty much the same reason why I moved over to Mixer. Just checked it out, and everyone was like so welcoming, so nice that it was hard to, turn away from it. Hard to stop.
Yeah.
All right. So what you started off with World of Warcraft Classic. What are you streaming now? What do you focus on mainly?
Um, Path of Exile mostly is what I've been doing over here on Mixer. I
Yeah.
need to get into trying out a few different games and stuff, but I have mostly just been streaming PoE. I think I came over and actually tried World of Warcraft Classic though for like 2 days and wasn't having any luck, and I was kind of
Uh,
losing motivation for the game myself. So,
yeah,
but
it could be
PoE
hard.
seems to be doing pretty good. So,
Yeah, it seems to be growing in popularity for sure, steadily, like slowly but steadily. Hopefully, it'll keep going in that direction.
yeah, I hope so too. And people always coming in wanting to learn the game, and that's why I came over here was just to talk to people and help people out, and hopefully they could help me because there's still
Yeah,
stuff that people have coming in like, "Oh, what are you doing that for?" And I'm like, "This is what I'm supposed to do." And it's like, "No, it's," and then they'll explain something to me, and I'm like, "Oh, well, I've been doing it wrong this whole time." So it's kind of cool.
yeah. No, I've run into the same exact thing. People
Yeah,
questioning things I'm doing, and then a lot of them, if not all of them, are nice enough to like show you how to do things better, or even just offer to help in whatever way they can, which is really really cool.
yeah.
So
I think
with
that's actually
streaming,
how I met you. You were doing PoE, I think, at
yep,
the
yep.
time, and I came in and seen something or saw something, and then was like, "Oh, I need to tell him this," and then we just hit it off. So
Yeah. And that was super appreciated.
yeah.
Everybody's pretty cool like that. So I definitely can't thank everybody enough. But yeah, so with streaming, what kind of setup do you work with? Do you have a single PC, dual PC? What's going on with that?
I just got a single PC right now, but every year for the last I think 6 years since I built my rig, I keep replacing one piece and I keep the old ones, and I'm getting close to being able to build a second one just for streaming. I kept everything. It won't be the best, but it'll be something at least to give mine a break. But I just use the single rig, but it seems to be doing pretty good for the
Yeah.
most part. But I like to have a little bit more, something that runs a little smoother for that. So
Yeah.
it's in the works a little bit.
I actually did the same thing right before I pushed for streaming is I had a PC that worked pretty well, but not great, especially not great when you're trying to run, streaming with OBS and all those things. I had too many animations and I started like messing with things. So I built a new one, and replacing all the parts, I do actually have a second computer, like what you're
Oh,
probably
nice.
going to end up with. And
Yeah,
now my girlfriend uses that and it still works fine.
that's
So
cool though.
yeah, maybe you'll run into a similar thing, or the old one you have left over. Maybe you can use that for dual PC streaming. Maybe it'll handle that.
That might work too. I have to
Yeah,
see.
there's a lot of benefits to it from what I hear. I just haven't messed with it myself.
Yeah,
So
I've
with
never
your,
even gotten into that neither. So
yeah,
or either.
it's a big learning curve from what it looks like. Maybe it's not as bad as what I'm thinking, but it seems like it. So with streaming, what do you use? Just straight up OBS, or have you messed around with Streamlabs or Stream Elements or anything?
I use Streamlabs OBS actually is what I use.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
Nice.
I was wrong this whole time. I found out that I actually been using Streamlabs OBS, but yeah, it seems to be doing pretty good.
Yeah,
Um,
it could be easy to get confused with those because I tried each one out and they kind of look similar to each other, so
yeah. Well, the
it's easy to
OBS is throwing me
forget.
off, but then I like, you know what? That's in a. But yeah, Streamlabs is what I actually use. I
Okay.
think I told you before, and that was wrong. So
Yeah, no, fair enough, man.
I found that out today when I started setting up my mix play, and I couldn't log in to OBS.
Oh man, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started with OBS and then I used Streamlabs, and I like Streamlabs more, but I loaded it with too many like alerts and animations and everything. So then I started like dropping frames and everything, and
Right.
I'd have like really twitchy streams. So eventually I just went back to, I think I'm using Stream Elements now, but it's basically like OBS. Um,
Yeah, I could see that being a problem. It's really very easy to do all that stuff on there. So
yep, just putting way
yeah,
too much. Like,
get a little
I,
crazy.
yeah. Well, the first thing I thought, I don't know if you were the same way, but like first starting out with streaming, I felt like, oh, I need the best overlays, I need the best alerts and sounds and all this stuff. So I just started making it crazy. And then I realized some people tend to prefer just like the simplistic, you know,
Yeah,
look to it.
I didn't actually go too crazy with the sounds and stuff, but I was focused on I wanted to make sure that I had something that looked good, or at least
Yeah.
was fun to play with. So even if it didn't look good, at least I'd have fun with it. And you've seen that on the stream.
Yeah.
So
And that's one thing I've noticed too is a lot of people that start out streaming, they don't actually put that much time like you did with figuring out your green screen and your camera and everything like that. I see a lot of people, just throw on their webcam. They don't mess with any of the settings or anything like that. Same with like a microphone. They just use whatever headset or anything like that. But I don't think people realize just spending, 10, 15 minutes and learning how to mess with those things, it can make a big improvement. And it's good to see you put time into your stream and got it looking, pretty good, especially just starting out.
yeah, I agree. Except it takes me more than 15 minutes to just watch a simple video. I struggle, dude. It took me like almost 40 minutes to figure out how to do mix play this morning. And
Yeah.
I set it up on 3 different bots because I didn't let the video finish. He's like, "Here's what you need to do to set up." He's like, "Well, that's what you used to do." And then like there was updates. So I did it 3 different times, but by that 3rd
Oh
time,
man.
man, I had it down. I was good.
Yeah, I still got to mess with that myself. It's a cool feature, but I haven't dived into it yet.
Yeah.
All right. So, is there anything you're planning on doing further, like with your stream? Like, I know you're going to be trying out new games and stuff like that eventually down the road, but is there anything other than a new computer, any future plans you have, types of content or uh,
Um,
anything like that?
Not really any games that I foresee that I'm gonna be doing or playing, but, I'm gonna keep updating and occasionally doing stuff. Like, I definitely am still playing with the green screen. That will never change. I don't think that'll ever be finished with that. But, definitely wanna work on my sound a little bit better and was messing with a few things, but not having luck yet, so
Yeah.
but there'll definitely be upgrades. I need to work on some of my transitions too, but it's getting
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, I haven't messed too much with those. I have like a cool little simple video that's just like, hey, I'll be right back, but I don't have anything that transitions from like one scene to another scene or anything.
Yeah, but that video you have is pretty cool though. I like it. It's cool. I just use little pictures that are goofy, and I made a few yesterday, so
Yeah, no, it's good to
it
have
works.
fun with and experiment with new things. All right, so let's see. Outside of streaming, um, is there anything you're like super proud of? Like whether it's something you did or are currently doing, anything you want to let people know about that they might not know of?
Yeah, there's a few things. So I played in a band called Heroes Like Villains. I
Nice,
have stuff on iTunes and Spotify and pretty much everywhere. We released a EP and a full length album, and I did some touring and some other stuff off it. I play guitar, obviously, in the band, but
nice,
I've
man.
enjoyed it a lot. And then also I've got a new baby girl on the way, so it'll be my first one. So I'm excited about that and what that'll bring. So
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Congratulations.
yeah, thank you.
Have you got a name?
No, we have like 12.
Yeah, that see, if I was ever gonna have a kid, that would be the biggest thing. I'd have like 50 names I'd be going between.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a big list, but we've got it narrowed down to like 12. So we've got the middle name and we've got the last name, obviously, because that last name's the easy one to pick out.
Yeah.
It's done. That's good.
Yeah, fair enough, man. Yeah, I'll probably eventually have a little Megatron running around or something like that.
Nice. Does your girlfriend know yet?
Oh no, no,
No,
but she doesn't have any say in it, so
yeah. Oh,
nice, man.
yeah.
That's awesome. So, what about plans going forward outside of the stream? Are you thinking about doing the stream long term, or do you have other like career goals or anything like that?
No, I have a good job I enjoy most of the time.
Yeah,
And
work.
I don't really, yeah, work. I mean, I would like to. Who wouldn't want to do this? But then also at the same time, I feel like there's always that little thing in the back of my head that's like, if you did this, then you're obligated, and then would you really want to do it? So I don't know. I mostly just want to do it for fun, and I see it's something that I'm not really going to give up. I'm going to keep messing with, throughout the years and stuff. So I don't see it as like leaving, but as for it being like a job or career, I don't think it'll lead that way
Yeah,
personally, but I'm gonna enjoy it and the people that I meet. So that's what I'm here for.
yeah. That's a really good mentality to have because like some people jump right in and they're like, I want to do this full time, but they don't want to put in, the actual work that comes along with it. So they end up stressing themselves out pretty bad when things aren't going their way. But with you and how you're just doing this to have a good time, meet people and stuff like that, you don't have that other expectation, which means your streams are probably naturally just a lot more upbeat and, enjoyable, as I see it anyway.
Yeah, for the most part, today wasn't enjoyable. I was getting a little bad at PoE, but for the most part, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fair enough. Yeah,
it's usually fun. It's nothing serious. Like I
yeah.
don't want a lot of seriousness going on.
All right, man. Was there anything you'd like to add in before we shut down?
Not really. Thanks again for having me. I really
Yeah.
appreciate you taking the time out to do this.
Well, thank you for joining me. I definitely
Yeah,
appreciate it.
anytime.
So, for those listening or watching, are there places that people can find you on social
Yeah, you
media?
can pretty much type Soul Override anywhere now. I think I fixed it.
Yeah.
YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, uh, pretty much anywhere. You'll be able to find it just by typing that. I put
Awesome,
little
man.
hashtags and stuff and all that, so
Cool.
should be good.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks again for joining me. And
Yeah,
thank
thanks
you,
for having me.
everyone else, for listening, watching, whatever you're doing. Hope everything goes good. So, I guess let's get back to streaming, right?
Yep.